Got some important Social Security payment updates for March as there have been new developments. Social Security checks are supposed to go out tomorrow for retirees March 12th, although some experts are saying there could be delays up to 3 days due to recent cuts and slashes to the Social Security Department. So whether you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, retirement checks, I'm going to let you know the latest of what you need to know as we are seeing a disruptive effect, and supposedly effects may start happening for tomorrow's first-time checks of March for retirees. I'm going to also let you know the payment schedule. Also, we'll go over this article. Social Security retirees must meet this requirement or lose benefits. So I really want you to know what this one requirement is so you don't lose your benefits. And also, Representative Larson has recently given a recent speech in Congress.
We have a COLA that doesn't work. We have people that continue to work after they receive Social Security that are taxed on their benefits.
I'll play you that full video clip and I'll give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So let's get into this. So Social Security Administration to send $1,850 payments on March 12th. So this is what's supposed to happen tomorrow, March 12th. This is when I'm going to go over the payment schedule in a moment, but the average payment is $1,850 per month. Whatever you received for the month of February is what you are going to receive for the month of March. There haven't been any cuts or changes to the amount of your benefit checks. Now, tomorrow, March 12th, is for retirees born between the 1st and the 10th of the month. March 19th is for retirees born between the 11th and the 20th of the month. And Wednesday, March 26th is for retirees born between the 21st and the 31st. Now, there's been a lot of fear around, are these checks going to show up? Are they going to be delayed? Now, some Social Security experts are saying that there is a disruptive effect due to the thousands of jobs that are being cut from Social Security. We already know that wait times are going up if you're waiting for the phone. New applications are taking longer to process, but do not mess with these people's money. That's the one thing. I think a lot of you have been somewhat tolerant so far of what changes are going on to Social Security, but when it comes to your check and your money, you're probably saying, do not mess with my money. Well, some are saying there could be delays. Social Security is saying that if your check is missing, give it up to 3 days before you call the SSA. Now, I'm really curious if you're watching this video and you're supposed to get your check tomorrow and you get it on time, comment below this video. Just come back to the video, comment, let us know if your check came on time, was delayed. Now, there's just a lot of fear surrounding this. So I'm not sure if it is going to be delayed. The SSA is not saying there's delays. It's just mainly people outside of the SSA, some experts and the former head of Social Security saying there could be delays as well as a system collapse, although I don't think we're at the system collapse point yet. But let me know if your checks are delayed. We're going to go over this one. Retirees must meet this requirement or lose benefits. But first, let's take a listen to Representative Larson.
For 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to speak and address the chamber about the nation's #1 anti-poverty program for the elderly and the nation's #1 anti-poverty program for children. I speak, of course, of Social Security. Social Security is currently under attack by the Trump administration. With just this weekend, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Trump calling Social Security a scam and Mr. Musk calling Social Security a Ponzi scheme. Now, Mr. Speaker, I'm sure, as you know, in your district, you have 209,000 Social Security recipients. 157,000 are retirees, 25,000 plus are disabled workers, 10,000 are widows, 3,678 are spouses, and over 12,000 children. I don't believe that you think that Social Security and the checks that they receive is a scam, or that Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. In fact, in your district, $377 million comes into your district monthly that goes to those individuals. And where do they spend that money? Right back in your district, at the grocery store, at the pharmacy, at the dry cleaners, heating and cooling their homes, paying their rent, their mortgage, putting gasoline in a car. The brilliance of Franklin Delano Roosevelt still lives on. This is capitalism's answer to have a safety net for people who, through no fault of their own, or because they work and ultimately end up retiring, have benefits that they can live on. It's especially more important as people are living longer, that they have these benefits that are currently under siege by an administration who has asked Elon Musk to find $2 trillion in cuts. And where is he looking? He's looking right at your district, Mr. Speaker, in my district, and the 435 congressional districts, on average, who receive $200 million monthly from Social Security. On average, where there are more than 145,000 people per district receive these benefits that go directly back to the local economy. We're looking for 3 Republicans to stand with a unified Democratic Party and Congress to push forward a bill that was last extended in 1971. Richard Nixon was president of the United States the last time Social Security benefits were extended for your constituents in North Carolina, as well as my constituents in Connecticut. It's long overdue. We have a COLA that doesn't work. We have people that continue to work after they receive Social Security that are taxed on their benefits. We've had teachers and firefighters and police officers as well who have been denied benefits. And now, while they're eligible for them, they're not funded. And so that money comes out of the trust fund. And President Trump has now proposed a tax cut for Social Security that's unpaid for, that is over a $900 billion hit to Social Security and all the constituents who receive it. Mr. Speaker, I know you to be a man of goodwill and understand your district and what your people need as well. It's long overdue for the citizens of North Carolina and Connecticut to have their Social Security benefits enhanced, not cut.
What are your thoughts on what Representative Larson had to say? Now, it looks like Elon Musk, Trump, and Doge are getting a lot of heat, and they're taking a big risk in making a lot of these cuts. I can understand they're trying to do something better for the country, maybe make it run smoother and better, but they're taking a huge risk with 70 million people's Social Security. As I said earlier, if I was on Social Security, I'd say, don't you mess with my money, especially if you've paid into it for decades and it was a promise and something that you're supposed to get. So I really hope they don't mess it up. They're taking some big risks here, so we'll see. Social Security retirees must meet this requirement or lose benefits. So the current Social Security program has a funding gap projected to impact beneficiaries as early as the mid-2030s. Now, it's really important to note, Social Security payments are typically sent out as long as you meet criteria like retirement age or disability and income requirements for the Supplemental Security Income, SSI. However, you need to make sure your personal information is up to date to continue receiving the monthly benefits. Failing to report any life changes could lead to issues getting your monthly funds or even financial penalties down the road. Social Security recipients are required to keep their address, marital status, and employment status up to date with the SSA. Without this updated information, you could see payments delayed or sent to the wrong address. In some cases, the payments are suspended if the SSA conducts a residency verification check and the recipient does not live where they said they did. To update personal details, recipients can log into their My Social Security account on the SSA website. Because there's an earnings limit for Social Security, you must also make sure you're accurately reporting your income. If you end up making more and not reporting it, you could be subject to overpayments, which the SSA will then ask for back once they discover the error. So if anything changes, make sure you report it to Social Security so you do not lose your benefits. Anyways, that is all the news that I have for you today. If you appreciate how I gave you the video clip, showed you the articles, let you know the facts and details, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Just want to give you the truth, let you know exactly what is going on with your Social Security. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Belle's tip of the day.
Oh, sorry guys, I didn't see this. Can I tell you something? What I want to do is go to the moon. I need to go to the moon. Never mind. What do you want? Tell me in the comments below and see what you want. If you want to do something, then accomplishment. Do what you want, because that after you get too old to not do what you want. Oh, bye. The moon, bye.
The former SSA commissioner saying there are currently big changes to Social Security starting as of yesterday. Click this video over here to see what changes are actually happening in Social Security due to the job cuts of up to 7,000 jobs. So click that video now, and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.